Hey folks, Captain Dave here, and I'm keeping my promise. I mentioned to you in several videos ago when I was showing you something that is a new and innovative product. Oh my gosh. You know, there's certain products out there that, you can live without, and you never know you need one. And then all of a sudden you run into a product that you didn't realize how useful it was going to be because it's such a simple idea. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. And a few videos ago at the Jetties, I showed the installed Carolina Claw. This is it. It's so simple, it's pathetic. This is the Carolina Claw, and what it does is it creates a trigger on big game or larger game tackle for casting. Plus it gives a hook holder, plus it's a reel clamp. Let me show you out of the package here what it actually looks like, because I'm not sure. I got a few responses from family members that in that video you really couldn't see it, which I think you could see it. But here you go. This is the rod and reel. Ooh, this is the rod and reel I was holding. And that right there is the Carolina Claw. It's a reel clamp. Just that simple. I got a TLD 25 on one of my shark rods. And of course, the TLD 25, let me find it here. I got it right here in my dang. That's the real clamp that you usually get. And yeah, they're fine and dandy. Fine and dandy. Just a thick, plastic pad. That's what comes with your TLDs. And then all of a sudden you get this here. You get a Carolina Claw, and that is the key to the equation right there. Not only that it is a real clamp, and then it's got a place for you to put enormous tackle right there. I can fit a 16, 18, 20-aught circle hook through. Okay. Right now, it makes a great place just to pin on my swivel. On a TLD, I keep hitting the dang light up there. But there's the Carolina Claw right there. That's what it does. And here's the deal. I know there's so many of you out there that can't, won't, and I don't get it. I don't get it. As far as tackle is concerned, if you're a real fisherman, well, I shouldn't say things like that. I'll get all kinds of responses. But I can take this reel right here, this TLD 25, with a live croaker on it and a 14-aught circle hook, and I can cast this reel. I can cast this, and I've always been able to cast it. I can cast almost anything because that's who I am. Okay? Fly, spin, bait casting, trolling, I don't care. I have no problems with it. Other people have huge problems with, oh, I can't cast a tackle, oh, I can't do a bait caster. Well, let me tell you something right there. That Carolina Claw helps me out. Because all my inshore tackle, when you take a reel like this, right? Little low profile Shimano bait caster, and what do you do with it? You put it on a trigger rod. A rod with a trigger. Well, I not only could be out trolling with this, with the Carolina Claw on it, but I could be at the inlet, at the jetties, shark fishing. I love it. Catching some croakers, just like in that video that I had a few weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago now. And I got a rig on here. I got some guys on board and I want them to get slam dunked. Well, it didn't happen that day because it was sort of the wind down of the sharks at the jetties. But I can put my leader on here, on this snap, and I can drop back the lever to complete free spool. And now I can take this rod and reel, because of the Carolina claw, I can put 2 fingers up there and a thumb right there, and I can go, whew, boop, boop, and I can drop that croaker out behind the boat. You know, because trolling tackle, type trolling tackle, isn't always just for trolling. You know, it's for other things. I mean, I use these for pure line capacity. I got this reel here hooked up with 65-pound Power Pro, and it just holds an absolute buttload of line, okay? And I could use it for, in Jacksonville, I could be out at the ledge using this, trolling for dolphin and wahoo. But at the same time, I could be back at the jetties, pitching a bait behind the boat to a shark, tarpon, whatever. And at the same time, if you've got your customers like myself, who may not be all that knowledgeable about how the tackle works, but I can have them grip this nice and easy, very easy to grip once you've got that Carolina claw on there and that trigger part of it, right? And I can hold this, or they can hold it, and they can flip the lever back, and they can pay out line. I can trust them to do that. I mean, it's not that I couldn't trust them to do it when I didn't have it, but I know that right there is either A or B. B being a more secure hold on my reel because I'm putting my hand on those triggers there. Another thing about the Carolina claw is compare this to other cheap triggers out there. I've seen them. I've owned them. I used to have a pair of 7,000 Garcia Ambassadors. Pair, shit, I don't know. I had 6 of them. I don't know. And I did buy some cheapy little triggers from, I don't know, Bass Pro Shop or something. And they didn't stick out very far. The reel clamp wasn't all that heavy duty. It barely got the job done. Well, let me tell you this right here. This is getting the job done. Another thing about the bottom fisherman. There you go, right there. Is that more of a secure feeling? Most bottom fishermen are going to tuck that thing up under their arm, right? You're going to boo, drop back. Not that all the bottom fishermen are using lever drags, but let's just say, you know, you're wanting a bottom fish. Drop that in a strike. All right, there you are. You're bottom fishing. Ooh, you got one. Look how secure that is compared to trying just to grab the bottom of the reel. Okay, you can put multiple fingers on that with your hand. Party boaters. My God, right there, up against the rail. That's what this was originally designed for. This was invented by a man who works on oil rigs. And they have them rails around oil rigs. Put that rod up against that, or put that Carolina claw up against that pipe, that rail pipe there. Yeah, man, you got giant tuna on and he's blasting underneath that rig. You got some secure feeling now. Okay? Same thing with the party boaters. I've never seen a party boat without a rail. But that right there is another added security. So, when it comes to something like as simple as this, finally finding a product that is well built, not expensive. I think there's like $11 or something for these. Okay. Let me read the package for you. Carolina Claw trigger reel clamp. Fits up to Shimano 80 series. This is only a TLD 25. Fits up to Penn 5/0 series. Or 50 series. 50. Oh yeah, 50 international. Fits smaller conventional reels with the little quarter inch washer that's included in here. Great for trolling, great for casting, great for jig fishing, superior rod handling. The Carolina Claw replaces generic reel clamps. Well, you got that straight. And it's got my approval 150% because my Dual Ugly Stick Charter Series rod, that's an absolute meat moving machine, hooked up with a TLD 25 lever drag with 65-pound braid on it. Please. Please. I can't wait. The only thing that I'm looking forward to next summer is for pressing these into service a little more. I got them on the downswing of this the sharp time of year this year, but I'm really going to be pressing these into service. As a matter of fact, I want to get two more TLD 25s. I've got 2 more Carolina Claws to put on them. I still have 2 of these rods, and I want a 4-pack of these because I'm ready to hit the beach. I'm ready to hit the jetties, and then of course I got my 50 wide, I think it is, TLD, my 50, and no reel clamp needed for that. That's a harness. That's what I want to go after, the big boy. Goal next summer, 500, 600-pound shark. That's my goal. I'm going to go out, and I don't care if I have to go out there by myself, set the whole camera setups all around the boat. I got a remote now, so I can have the camera just sitting in standby. And boy, when that son of a gun eats a grouper or an amberjack or an amberjack head or whatever, I'm going to be ready for him. Because I want to say I can do it. And half the fun is me really actually doing it by myself, to tell you the truth. Because I'm 100% confident in my tackle, 100% confident in casting a trolling reel. I won't be doing it with this. These are my black tip sharks and stuff like that at the jetties where you're anchored up and the things are smoking line off there like there's no tomorrow and flying through the air. So I've used the Carolina Claw on this rod several times so far, and I hand it to a customer and I say, feel that. Now I keep hitting the light. If I took this off, it would be like holding the reel just on the straight part. So everybody seems to agree with me. This is pretty good little innovative product. If you want to find out about more about it, please visit www.carolinaclaw.com and tell them Captain Dave sent you. Because I know you West Coasters over there, West Coasters over in California, Oregon, Washington, and all that, you guys are big time into those deckhand rods that don't even own a reel seat. They're just a rod with a bunch of cork or whatever on it. I know you gotta clamp your reels on, so why not clamp it with a Carolina Claw? You've been warned. You've been warned. This is it. Get rid of those other little cheapy ones and get yourself a Carolina Claw for your deckhand rods over there, you West Coasters. Next time, I just want you to see it in action. Thanks for watching.